Hello friends, let's see how to solve Sudoku, and we are on to the hard level difficulty today. Even though it's a bit easier, but we'll try to gradually increase the level. So for today we'll be doing a hard level difficulty Sudoku. So I just started a new one, and in this you know what a Sudoku is. A puzzle. Almost everybody knows it is a 9 by 9 box. Like there are 9 rows, 9 columns, which is further divided into like 9 boxes, each of 3 by 3, and in each box we have to fill from 1 to 9, and in each row we have to fill from 1 to 9, and each column we have to fill from 1 to 9. The main thing which we have to care about is there should be no classes. Like suppose if it is 1 there, so there can't be another one in this one row or in this particular column or in this box. Okay, everything should be non-repetitive. So let's start now. So first of all, start with the number 1 maybe. In this particular row, you see there are like 7 boxes filled. So there are 2 left. What is left? We can say there's like 1 2 3 4 5 6. There's 7 and 8 missing. So we see here there is a 8 in this column. Okay, so we can say 8 cannot be in this column, so it has to be a 7. Okay, we fill 7 there, and then we move on to the only left box of this row, which is like 8 left there. Okay, so we can fill the 8. That means this row is now complete. Now we can maybe move on to this box or this box. Let's start with this box. Maybe it has like 7 boxes filled out of the 9. So in this particular cell or box, what I say, in this cell we can say there's like in this particular box there's 2 and 9 is missing. So we see a 2 in this particular row. In the 6th row there's already a 2 there, so there cannot be a 2. So we can say there should be a 9, over here, and that means there should be a 2 here, because then only there'll be like 1 to 9, all the numbers in there. Okay, so this should be a 2. And then we see that in this box there's like 9 out of the 9 boxes. We have like 1 and the 5 is missing, but we don't see the 1 or 5 either in this row or in any of these 2 columns. That means we can just put a 1 and 5 as a probable. Like we can sometimes, if we don't know, like we're not finding an answer, we can at least fill the probable ones. Okay, there's a pen symbol over here, which when we click over there, so we can type there like 1 5 are the 2 probable numbers here. This will be entered in grayish color, gray colors, like small gray writings. Okay, and then we can type 1 and 5 over there also. Okay, so these 2 are probable, but since we don't have 1 and 5 there. Okay, now maybe we can move on to the 5th column. Okay, we can see that there is like 1 2 3 4 5 6 6 numbers are there out of the 9. Okay, cells. So what we can do is we can remove the off. Maybe we can remove the pen off if we want to fill. Okay, so we have to be careful. If it is on, then there's no issue whatever we can type. Okay, but if it is off, then we have to be careful. Whatever we type will be treated as an entry. Okay, and if it is wrong, then there will be a mistake over there counted. Okay, the maximum mistakes which is allowed is 3. Once you commit the 3rd mistake, then it's over. Okay, like you have to they will give you a second chance obviously, but that's not a good. We should try to with error free, at least this hard level. So this is like 1 2 3 in the 5th row, and there's 4 missing, then 5 and 6 there, then 7 8 is missing. So 4 7 8 is missing. Okay, we can see a 7 there in this row. So that basically means there should be like 4 or 8 there. Okay, probable ones. Okay, there is an 8 over there in this row, so 4 7 8 was the possible ones, but 8 can't be there, so 4 or 7 are the probable ones. Okay, there is 7 over there in this one. Okay, so that means there should be a 4 and 8, 2 possible numbers. Okay, 7 can't be there. Now if you look at this 5th column, in the second and the last cell of this 5th column, we see that 4 and 8 are the probable ones. That means either 4 is there or 8 is there, or 4 is there, 8 is there. So we can say these two have either 4 or 8, but that means a 4 cannot be there at this place, okay? So so we come to a conclusion that there should be a 7 over. There should be 7 here. So we can directly fill there 7. That's it. Okay. Also, it's not necessary always. It's not necessary always to fill this type like this by the pencil. Okay, sometimes we can do it by mind. Like suppose this is 7, and this 7 can't be in this row. There's already 7, and 7 can't be in this other row also. So there's only one number in this box where can be a 7, isn't? Like 7 can't be in the second row or second one. I mean it's a column. My bad. Sorry. 7 can't be the first column. 7 can't be in the second column. So in this third column, obviously 7 can't be this box also, and 7 can't be in this box also. So in this box there can only be 7 at this place. Okay, so we can directly fill 7 there. This is one other way. Okay, and in this fifth row, they see 8 of the numbers are filled out of the 9. So what is the left one? 1 2 3 we count. Okay, then 4 is not there, you see, so we can fill there 4. And then we see that in this box, the fourth box, like 1 2 3, fourth box. Okay, there is like 7 cells filled. Okay, so what are the missing ones? 3 is missing and the 8 is missing, but we don't see any 3 or 8 either in the columns or in the rows. Okay, so we can just maybe I type there 3 and 8, the missing ones. Okay, 3 and 8, I click on the numbers. These are the probable ones. Okay, now maybe we can look at the sixth column, which has like 6 numbers filled out of the 9. Okay, this one, this column. So what are the missing ones? The missing ones is like 1 4 and 7. So 1 4 and 7, we see a 7 over there already in this box. So that means 1 or 4 is probable. Similarly, 1 and 4 is possible or probable ones. Okay, the possible candidates for this two cells. Okay, so 1 and 4, 1 and 4. And what about this one? 1 4 and 7. So this can have like either 1 4 or 7, isn't it? Because neither 4 nor 7 is there. But we already have seen that 1 and 4 can be in any of these two columns, but for sure if there is 1 then there is 4, if there is 1 then there is 4. So in this one actually we cannot have 1 or 4. Okay, that means only 7 is left as the possible candidate. So we can say it's 7 for sure. Maybe. So whenever we have two numbers in the same row or in same column, like this, like 1 4, like we have here 3 8 3 8. So this like this cannot have any other 3 8. Okay, or like 1 4 1 4, there's 1 4 7. So in such scenarios we can do like this. Okay, then we see that in the sixth row, we can move on. Maybe let's see the maximum numbers which are there. Like suppose 7, let's try to fill directly. 7 is there in all of the boxes except this one. So we can say 7 can't be there in the last row or the second last row, and also in the last column and the third last column. So 7 has to be there. 7 has to be there. You see, 7 can't be in this row or in this column, isn't it? And from the top, 7 can't be in this 7th column or the 9th column. 7 has to be in this row, which is the only possible leftover. Okay, so 7 is all done. So there is a tick over this place. Okay, 7 is all done. Let's try to see the next one, which is, let's see the 1. How many ones are there? Only 2 ones there, so leave it. Maybe let's try to find the next number, which may be like the maximum number times, so we can fill the remaining of those. Okay, so 2 is there like almost 1 2 3 4 5 times. Okay, so we can say if we see 2 cannot be in there the second column or the third column. Okay, and also 2 cannot be in the 6th row. That means 2 can be only there. Okay, in this box. 2 cannot be in the second column or the third column. Okay, and also 2 cannot be in the 7th row. So 2 has to be in this place, only in this box possible. Okay, the only possible left for 2 in this box is this one. And now if we take this 8th row and the 7th row, 2 cannot be there but and in the last column also 2 is there. So for this box we can say 2 cannot be in the second last row as well as the third last row, seventh row and the eighth row. And also from the column point of view, 2 cannot be the last column, so only place left for 2 to be filled in this box is this place. Okay, and now if we move on to the third box, we can say 2 cannot be there in the last column, and also on the third last column, the like the ninth column and the seventh column cannot be there, and 2 cannot be there the third row as well. So the second row, eighth column is the only possible place. Okay, for the 2 in this box, it notifies there. You see, few seconds ago, 25% complete. Okay, so the 2 is also almost done. Only about this second box is left. So 2 cannot be the second row, 2 cannot be the third row. So where should be 2? 2 cannot be the sixth column. The 2 has to be there. The 2 is all done. Let's take our 2 and 2 is all gone. Left 2 is all done. So now we see maybe the 3. How many 3s are there? 3 is like 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 3s. So can we use 3 like that? Let's see. 3. I don't think we can use it like that. 3, 3, 3, 3. No, I don't think we can use 3. But let's say move to 4. There are like 4 4s there, and also okay, yeah. See the 4 in the fourth column. There cannot be 4 in the fourth column since there's only 4 in this one, and in this box there cannot be 4 in this one. So 4 has to be there only. If this is 4, then this has to be an 8. I've already filled it. There's 4 8 there early. So once we 4 there, the 8 was left there. Okay, so this has to be an 8 there. Got it? And then we see the 4 can't be there in this last row and also in the seventh row, and from the column point of view it can't be in the eighth column, so it has to be in this place. Okay, eighth row and eighth column, seventh column, this has to be a 4. Okay, isn't it? 4 can't be there, 4 can't be there in this one and in this one, and 4 can't be in this column as well, so 4 has to be there. Perfect. And then we can move on to maybe like we can see in this box maybe there's 3 numbers left. 1 is missing, 6 is missing, and the 8 is missing. 1 6 and 8, isn't it? 6 is there already in this, so there cannot be a 6 there. Okay, so this means this place can be filled by 1 or 8. There's an 8 in this row already. This place can be filled 1 and 6, and there's nothing there, so this is 1 6 8 obviously. And in the last row, if we see, there's like 6 numbers filled out and 3 are missing. And what are those? This is like 1 8 and 9. 8 already there, so this has to be 1 or 9, and 9 there, so this is 1 8 obviously already filled, and this is like 1 8 9 missing numbers. Oh, 9 is already there, we cannot put a 9 there. Okay, 9 is already there in this box. Okay, so and in the same column as well. So 1 and 8 is all possible in these two boxes of the final row. So 1 or 8 has to be in one of those two, in either of those two, so 1 can't be there, so this has to be a 9. Okay, perfect. And then we can say 9 is also we see in so many of those. Okay, so let's say 9 can't be there in the third row, so in this, and 9 can't be the first row, so in the second box 9 has to be there in this place only. Okay, the fourth column in second row. Okay, second row, fourth column. Then we see that um, um, in the 9 is there completed. Okay, there's no more 9s left over to be filled. Now we can move on to the maybe this second box. Like I say, there's 3 boxes two boxes we already have the probable ones. This one like 1 3 4. Okay, so this one you see 4 is already there in this place. Okay, 1 3 4. That means the two possible numbers here is 1 and 3, isn't it? But 1 and 4 has to be there in other of 2, so this can't be 1, so this has to be 3, using the same technique as used earlier in the beginning of the video. Mm, and then we can say in the third row, this is the 3 places left to be filled, like 1 4 and 6. We see here that 4 is there, so it has to be either 1 or 6 in this place. And in this one, none of the numbers is a 1 4 and 6, all of the 3. And then maybe we can move on to the last box. Maybe there's only 3 places left, so 1 5 6. Oh, 5 6 is 5 6 is already there in this one, so this is 1 only possible. The 5 6 now, 5 and 6 now, 2 possible outcomes, 5 6 in this one, and 5 6 in this is probable in this box. Okay, 2 possible number 5 and 6. In the seventh row we can say there are 6 numbers filled. 1 2 3 4 5 6 8 is missing. 5 6 8. So 5 8 has to be there in this one. 6 is already there, 6 is already there in this box, so this place can be 5 or 8. Fine, very good. Let's pick it up. I'm getting I'm on a slower side, I guess. Okay, maybe let's see the last column. Only 2 places to be filled. 1 2. There's no 3 and a 4, I guess. 4 and 3 is missing. Yes. Okay, so 3 or 4. 3 or 4 has to be true probable ones in this one. Okay, there's no 3 or no 4 there. Okay, perfect. Now we say in this one, this is like in the second row, 1 3 4 5 is missing. 1 3 4 5. This is 3 4 there, so there has to be 1 or 5. Then 4 5 and 3 4 there already. So 1 5 there out of the 1 3 4 5. In this place 1 4 is there, so 3 5 has to be the missing ones, probable ones. Okay, 1 3 4 5. So there's 4 there, so 1 3 5 is there, the probable ones. Okay, now see 1 5 3 5 1 3 5. So these 3 places will be filled by either one of them will be 1, the other one 3, and the remaining will 5. So 1 3 5. Okay, that means the final one which is left, there can't be any of the 3 numbers 1 3 5, but there is a 3 there, so 3 can't be there. That means it has to be 4. This is one other way to tackle it. Once it is 4, then this is 3. Once it's 3, then we can say, okay, no other link connection. Okay, fine. Sometimes it works like that. Okay, we have a chain, okay, of numbers which feel like that. And then we can see over here, like in the first row, 5 numbers are there, 4 numbers is missing, 1 is already filled. So like probable ones is filled. Okay, so it's like 1 4 6 8. So in this one 4 6 is there, so this has to be filled only by 1 or 8. And if this one is nothing there, no number missing there, so it has to be like, oh, 1 4 6 there, so it has to be 8 for sure, isn't it? That means this has to be 1, this has to be 4, and this has to be 1. Then you see all of these ones are coming in like chain. Okay, this has to be 6, this has to be a 5, this has to be a 6, this has to be a 1, this will be a 5, then this will be a 4, then this will be an 8, this will be a 1, this will be a 6. You see so many numbers are getting filled automatically. 5 there, and then a 3 there, and a 5 there, and an 8 there, a 3 again, 1 there, 1 3 6. This number missing, the 8 there, and this is like 1 3 6, 1 3 there, 6 there missing, and this is like 1 3. 1 is already there in this column, so this has to be 3, and then this has to be 1 only left there. So that's it. See how fast we do it once we have a link, like connection. Basically, if we are on the right track, then we possibly, when we fill the probable ones, okay, then we can easily solve it step by step. We took 19 minutes, even though that's a bit more, but we'll try to solve the other one in the next stream. Probably I'll do it today. Let's see. Then bye.